Every now and then, of course, musicians have to take a break, and they'll tell you that before they come back refreshed, energized, and ready to give you back more of what you expected. And my guest today, I want to guess, did exactly just that. She is back, by the way. She's back with the bang. She has a new song this year. We'll be getting into that and so much more in a bit. But let me introduce to you my guest today, Cindy Sanyu. Cindy, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Where have you been? I'm sure that is the question everybody wants to know, because 3-4 years ago we were used to seeing you all over the place. You go to any event Cindy's performing, but all of a sudden, poof, you disappeared.
I guess it's growing up also. You know, when you're younger, you want to be everywhere. When you grow up, you want to be in specific places. You don't want to be identified with a certain type of people, or just things change the more you grow up. So my music has grown as well with me. So that's why I guess sometimes some audiences are slowly cancelled as I grow up and my music grows up. And that's what happened. But I think mostly I've been concentrating on raising my band, because I'm doing live music now. So that has taken a lot of my time.
You look very much in shape. Have you been working out?
Yes.
Have you been playing any sports?
I've been working out. Even this evening I was working out from 6 to 7. Yeah, it's something that, you know, now I'm getting more into it. Before it was like just a hunch, like let me go today or let me, yes. Yeah. But as I grow older, I realize that it's important. It's more important. Your body kind of slows down, so you need to get it up to speed every now and then. So I'm working out more.
A little bird whispered that Cindy played netball in high school, but then again, she's a very ardent supporter of Liverpool FC.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. In the very beginning, how I got into football I didn't care at first. I started dating a footballer, you know, and then I started to understand the game and like it from what he told me. So then, you know, then
I go for matches together.
Yeah, we'd go and watch, and he was for Manchester and I was for Liverpool, and it was nice to fight. It was nice to watch. Yes.
How has your journey been since, of course, Coca-Cola Popstars?
Yes.
And how hard has it been, for a musician's perspective, selling Uganda to the world?
Well, in the very beginning, there was no showbiz. We were like building it, you know. That's why you have to give it up to the big three who started the whole showbiz thingy. In the beginning, it was just there's that talented girl, there's that talented boy. So we had to fight that. Remember, there was no Facebook, no Twitter. All the things were not there. You had to get to the people. So we struggled for that. We looked for performances, looked for radio interviews. Like everything was that much harder, you know. If there was social media, it would have been easier. But then with time, you know, social media has actually helped out. And we, the older artists, are actually trying now to get into, you know, the hang of it, the whole social media thing. So the hardest thing about that was that you had to be present 24/7 yourself. Because social media just posts and say this is what I did and the world sees it. But then before, you have to be present and represent every day, prove yourself every day. So it was that much harder. We depended a lot on TV and radio, you know, which is not the case these days. Yes, you need them, but you can also, you know, get to the people on your own channels. But before, that was the only way. So it was harder, but I guess it also promoted more talent than these days. Because these days, you don't really have to have that much talent. As long as you can pay for the airplay and everything, it kind of happens. But before, you actually had to sing. So so it made it that much harder.
Let's talk about Blue 3 for a moment, because everybody wants to know this one.
Yes.
Are you talking to Jackie? Are you talking to Lillian? Are you guys in touch? Is there a reunion on the maps coming up anytime soon? Are you guys planning something?
That's something that's always on my mind. We tried to do a reunion about 2 years ago, but then because Jackie was big, Lillian was big, I was big, like it no longer was just Lillian, Jackie and Cindy. It was like Jackie the brand, you know, and then Cindy. Then so it became hard. The three of us, it was easy, but for our managements to sit down and decide who gets what, who gains what. So that is what like kind of failed us, but the three of us could have actually just gone into the studio and done it. But then, to come back to your question, I'm more in touch with Lillian right now. I think ever since the episode with Jackie, whatever happened, the family thought it was wise to just close her off from the entertainment industry. So I haven't been in touch with her since that time.
But remember, we had a Blue 3 where it was you, there was Lillian, and there was Maya, was it?
Maya was after me.
Was after you?
Yes, Maya was my replacement.
Is it something you would consider having a comeback with you, Maya,
With
and Lillian?
Maya, I've never thought about that. I've never thought about it. Yeah. I mean, I would never do a reunion without Jackie. For me, it wouldn't be organic, you know. It wouldn't exactly, wouldn't make sense. So if Jackie was there, maybe, you know, we'll let Maya, you know. Yeah, for the most part, she was singing my verses. So how are we gonna, you know? So how would we do that? So it's like going out on a date with your man and his Kasai chick. It just can't happen.
It can't.
Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, so it would be weird with Maya.
Any new projects that you're coming up with? What does Cindy do at her free time?
Okay, right now I want to talk about the movies because I was nominated at the Movie Magic Viewers' Choice Awards for the best actress in a movie and drama series. I was also nominated for the best most promising new actor, the AMAs, which is basically the African Oscars. So I'm getting more into, you know, soaking my feet into the acting business.
Are we seeing Cindy leaving music? Is that what you're saying?
No.
In the near future?
I would never leave music for anything. I love music. It's the way that I express myself. Yes.
What is the biggest satisfaction, Cindy, about being a musician, and especially in Uganda? Because I'll tell you this, and most of the guys here can testify that when you're, you know, driving your car around Kampala, you'll have music from international artists, maybe one or two or three local artists. What has been your biggest satisfaction, your career-wise?
The people. The actual fans, that has been my satisfaction. For me, they've been better than any award that I've ever gotten. You know, when people find you in the street and they just know you and love you for your music, they don't care what is trending, they don't care that, like, I love you, Cindy. That for me is more satisfying than anything. So I go to shows and every time I have a band performance, it's packed, you know. For me, every time I see that, I'm successful.
We have very many young, upcoming artists. I know you've listened to some of them. Of course, we have Irene Tale, we have Vinka, who's out now.
Yes.
Is it a thing of competition between female artists trying to outdo each other normally? And what would you say about women and ladies' music right now in Uganda?
I don't view music as a competition because I think the industry is so big and there's so many lanes that you could take, you know, but I can see why other people think it's like a small world that we need to fight for, you know. I don't do the same shows as Vinka. Like, we've never crossed lanes at all. Like, we are the same event and we are both performing. So it's going to be the first show that we're doing together this Sunday. So the industry is that big that I see artists who are in the same caliber as me and I've never seen them in 2 years, like, and I'm gigging every weekend, you know. So that is how big the industry is. The fans have known Cindy enough to know what they want, you know. That is the thing. If you prove yourself early enough, you can establish yourself, and people know, if I need this, I go to Cindy. If I need this, I go to Vinka, I go to Shiba. It's different products. So I don't see it as a competition. But then also the other thing right now, the talent right now that's coming out is not necessarily talent. It is commercial.
Okay.
Yes, you have
making the money.
Exactly. You have a lot of female artists who actually can't sing, can't perform, can't write a line, can't, you know, all that. But because they have this record company, you know, paying for airplay and everything, their music is everywhere, you know. So that is happening a lot right now. Before, in my days, you had to sing. You know what I mean? Yes, you were up against Juliana, Irene Nambidu, the best vocals in this country. So you had to somehow find your own place. Right now, it's not the same.
Now, Cindy, DSTV is showing, and the English Premier League is back. They're showing 380 live games.
Yes.
And of course, if you have the compact package where you pay 180, or whatever package where you pay 115, and of course family where the Syria and La Liga where you pay 60,000. I know you followed the World Cup. I want to ask you what your experience was like watching it, even locally, what teams you're supporting. But the English Premier League is back. What team do you support?
First of all, with the World Cup, in the beginning I was like for Brazil, because every World Cup I want to support the winners. I hate to fail. But then I was happy by how far Portugal went. It was interesting to watch, and I was still happy that France won. You know, it was...
They're Africans.
Yeah, they're Africans. Those the black people. So for me, either way, it was it was great. I'm glad Africa won. Sorry, France won. So,
France won.
yes, my team is still Liverpool. You know, that is still.
Did you watch the game yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Do you know what the result was?
No, I don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you this. Most people are saying they're contenders to win the English Premier League title. I don't know if you can name me just 2 players in Liverpool.
In Liverpool, I can name Mohamed Salah.
Another one? Well done. Well
Like,
done.
that's
Cindy.
the one I like. That's like
the one you can name.
Yes, because I'm like, it was important for me. I was like, that one. Who is that one? Who's that one? And like, that's
The
Mohamed.
guy with an afro in the
Yes,
beard.
and I'm like, yes, the Egyptian guy. I'm like, yes, that's the guy. Now that's it.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Cindy, before we let you go, we have a session called Quickfire here on the celebrity guest.
Okay.
And you answer these questions from the top of your head. Don't think about it. Whatever answer comes,
I hate
you
this.
tell us.
I hate
It's
this
not
so
tricky.
much,
It's not
but
tricky.
okay.
Don't hate it. Go with what is
Okay.
in your head. Don't think about the answer.
Okay.
Tell us what you have.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
A night out with Cristiano Ronaldo or a night out with Conscience?
Conscience.
Musician you've had a crush on before, a major crush on?
Uganda or
Uganda and international?
Navio?
Locally?
Locally
Does he
Navio.
know?
Yes, he knows.
Okay.
He knows.
International?
International Will Smith.
Okay.
Yes.
Meal you can easily cook with your eyes closed, maybe?
Pasta.
Pasta?
Yes, I can make a very good pasta.
Okay.
Yes.
Artist in Africa and Uganda that you'd love to work with?
Africa, Yemi Alade. Uganda right now. Fik Fameka.
Ah.
Yes.
He fits your style,
Yes,
your
it
genre.
does. It's fresh, you know. It's the new kid, and you know, and he sounds kind of different. And I love how he delivers what he delivers. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure having you on the show. You have a performance this weekend. Tell us about that.
Yes, I do. I have a performance at the Rolex Festival,
Okay.
19th. That's on Sunday. Vinka is going to be there. It's a great show, so everybody should be there. I'm going to give one of the best performances in history of the king herself. So see you, baby.
Is the press box invited by any chance?
Definitely, yes.
Fantastic. So before we let you go, we normally tell our guests to do something small. I know Mark Sally, who is here, is a major fan of yours. His legs were literally trembling there, saying he wished you could do an acapella of Ayocha Ayocha, but if you could do that as well as do something for the press box.
Okay.
Just off
All
the
right.
hook for the
so
press box.
now you've asked for 2 things.
Yeah,
right?
I've asked for 2 things. I can't get them.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, baby boys rocking me world, they be doing it so good. Now me losing me mind. The way that I'm talking, walking, moving, shaking, laughing, man, it's getting to me. I can't get over how it turns me over. It feel like I can breathe when you sit with me. Say, on the one your cha, baba kumpin angen sanuka. Life for younger, jichu sizana jerakenga nange. Hey, come see the way I run this city. Now every man wanna bounce this booty. I make you stay a long time, no quickie. Hey, what's up? This is Cindy Baby, and you're watching Press Box. Stay right there.
Fantastic. There you have it. Who does it better than Cindy? Oh my goodness, Cindy. Thank you very much. Mark Sally is somewhere running away. He wants to hide in a hole somewhere. His legs are shaking, but I'm sure he appreciates it. Thanks for your time, Cindy.
Thanks
Always
for
a pleasure
having me.
having you on the press box.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we talk everything English Premier League.